James Marriott speaks to Kavos in private about the eBoy controversy and drops a bomb on ImAllexx. Hello, I am Tommy C, and this is Shot from the Point News. Absolutely incredible as the iNabber versus the eBoy situation starts to develop, and I knew it would. We have James Marriott, million sub YouTuber, actually speaking with Kavos, not allowing the DMs to come out, but allowing him to speak about the context of those DMs and that conversation publicly. And what it looks like right now is not all the eBoys were really for keeping iNabber out of the program. Essentially, it was iNabber's idea, and he was the most enthusiastic about it to begin with. So here we go. Kavos makes a video. Never trust ImAllexx again. Biggest snake on YouTube. And by the way, this video is really, really, really funny. It's one of his best. And Kavos always steps up when it's an Alex-related video. It's really good. But, I mean, this is what Kavos has become in recent years is a pretty good journalist. He can get stories. He can break stories and interview big people at the moment they're relevant. And this is just an example on, in my opinion, why Kavos is succeeding once again on the platform. He gets this.
Well, lucky for you, iNabber, I actually talked to James Marriott in the DMs. He actually came to me. I didn't go to him. He told me that he didn't want me to show any of the screenshots with the specific information, so I'm going to honor that. But he said I'm allowed to talk about the context and what he has told me. Trust me, you know me. It's killing me to show actual proof. All I can show you is the fact that he came to me through this DM. That's it. He actually came to me, asked me if I had any questions, so I asked him them. He told me the reason why iNabber was cut from the group. And in his words, the crux of the issue with iNabber was jokes you were making on Twitter that as a group, they didn't like. To sum it up, they're all...
Are you kidding me? A bunch of million sub YouTubers mad at another YouTuber for cracking jokes? Are you joking? That's hysterical. That's hysterical. How petty. How petty. I know you're not supposed to do this in 2020, but what are you, a bunch of girls? You send me things, you're out of our group. Is that an exaggeration? I mean, jeez. What a bunch of macho men.
Sensitive bitches who make commentary videos poking fun at other people, making jokes at other people's expense. But you made some jokes they didn't like, and for that, no, you couldn't be in the group channel that you guys were talking about for ages, and you were pushing to everyone. No, you had to be cut. The jokes were too offensive, too much. It honestly just sounds like an excuse not to involve iNabber. Do you think it's a coincidence that he has the least amount of subscribers out of a lot? Do you think if Willany or Memulus made the same jokes iNabber made, that they would be cut from the group? No way.
No, they would be funny jokes.
Hey, not a chance in hell. To me, it just seemed like they didn't want iNabber to have a slice of that clout pie. James also went on to say to me that apparently they offered iNabber a spot later down the line if he showed real desire for it. What? Oh, man.
All right. I'm placing my bets. That was out of Alex's mouth. I'm guessing because the rumors I hear about Alex are the ambition. The ambition. Ambit is unbridled. And if you're not 100% on board with him, he's going to weasel his way out. And, well, just the fact that, I never seen him be the most enthusiastic about it again. It's speaking down to somebody. It's looking down on somebody, and it's controlling somebody. Again, I made this clear in my past video on Shot for the Point News. iNabber is not in a position to fight back. They share too much of an audience. They've all been built together, with the possible exception of Memulus, who probably shares a decent amount with Alex and Marriott since their friendships have developed.
Poor iNabber, that is horrible. Imagine your friends and you all having an idea. You're the one who's pushing it the most, really trying to sell it to your friends, planning meetings, really pushing them on Twitter to just get this idea done. And when it finally launches, they don't ask you or give you any warning before they launch it. Then they tell you that later down the line, if you show desire,
you're good.
They might cut you in. Desire? I don't think a lack of desire was iNabber's problem. For a friend to say that to you is like one of the biggest insults.
It's not a friend. It's what it is. So, sorry, Cav. You're off on this one.
Great friends though, you know, ImAllexx pretends he loves iNabber, but when one of the biggest business opportunities that could happen to iNabber comes around, Alex snakes him out of it. Being a good friend will only get you as far as an appreciation tweet in Alex's eyes. You might help him through his depression, but he will be damned if he helps you in business. But James Marriott surprises me a lot. James, from my interactions with him and from just what I've seen online, is a pretty good guy. He hasn't done...
I like James too, and I'll tell you why. I got in a fight with James, it was a year ago or so, and, you know, he didn't want to maintain... It got ugly and petty, but he didn't want to maintain a bad relationship with me, even though he doesn't need a relationship with me. He could blow me off like Alex, you know, change his friends. And he came to me and wanted to put it behind him and at very least have us be cool. So, I mean, everybody makes mistakes. I make mistakes. Marriott makes mistakes. But I don't see Marriott as the a grudge-holding type, or as I'm sure he works hard. I'm sure he wants to hustle. He wants to make big money. I'm sure James is a hardworking guy, but I don't know if he's ruthless. I've never got that impression from him. You know, I've gotten the impression, you know, one of the reasons, now that I'm thinking about it, one of the reasons James got in a fight with me is because I was taking shots at his friend, and I think it was legitimate. But, you know, nobody likes, whether they're legitimate or not, nobody likes their friends getting, you know, sniped. And he tried to stick up for him. And yeah, it didn't go that well, but at least we said, you know, all right, let's not be jerks to each other. So yeah, James, I think Kavos has got this right, and shout out to James for putting his ass on the line to help a friend. It really doesn't matter if we're not seeing the DMs, but we're seeing the context. We know that James has talked to him, and James can't sit there and call Kavos a liar. Otherwise, Kavos will dump the DMs. So this is as good as seeing the DMs, in my opinion.
On anything previous at all comparable to Alex, and he told me in the DMs that he's trying so hard to resolve things with iNabber because he genuinely sees him as a brother. However, James didn't have too many kind things to say about Alex.
Ooh.
That was for sure. But
I'm not shocked. You know, look, whether he let him have, I don't even think it's relevant in this point that we're seeing the DMs, but he's allowed to talk the context. I cannot see Kavos balls out lying about the situation, maybe misinterpreting it at the worst. But yeah, this is about as close as to like just exposing a guy. You know, you go to a news guy like Kavos and say, you can talk about this. I'm not happy with this. I think to me this is kind of at least the first step to step up for a buddy, for a friend, for a pal, and maybe this is the best way that he could do it. Maybe he's sending a message to Alex. Hey. You may think you're king of the jungle, but you're not, and what you're doing is wrong. Alex, iMallexx, iNabber saved him. And I think it was a bad move. It was wrong. You know, one of the criticisms of iNabber recently of Keemstar, I couldn't agree with more. Keemstar writes, iNabber, I don't like you, but I know what it's like to be betrayed by YouTuber friends. And all you can do is work hard and rise above it. I would say I feel sorry for you, but I actually don't, because you had all the warnings in the world that Alex was a snake. He writes, let's start a group chat. I gotta be honest with you. I have not been easy on iNabber, all right? Not at all. He actually commented in the last video. And I was really, and I'm straight up laughing at him. But he's handled this about as well as you can, but I do not expect, you know, it's easy for me and Kavos and Keemstar to criticize iNabber, but if he were to behave like any of the three of us, he might lose his everything. So I don't expect somebody to cut their nose off to spite their face. You know, but I mean, iNabber has been, iNabber has taken this on the chin. So I'll give him a shout out to his brother, real brother, James Marriott. But you guys, all of you, and including iMallexx and Will and E, I trust that guy about as far as I can throw him. God, I miss the days when I could tag somebody's parents. I really do. Yeah, a way to step up. Way to look out for a buddy. A friend. And you know what? You know who wants you to look out for buddies? You know who wants you to be real friends and not fake friends? Your fans. They want that more than anything. I've been so surprised over the years and how important my tiny fan base sees my interaction with certain people, with my interaction with my news team, with the Colossal's Crazy. They want to know we actually care about each other. A lot of people use our content as an escape. You know, they want to be a part of the crew, and this is their way to do it. They escape with the crew on YouTube. They don't want to know that everybody's backstabbing each other and snitching on each other and just being a money whore. They want to know that that's brotherhood. Those are good guys. And if the worst offense that you could commit is faking it, absolutely the worst. And YouTube will punish you. The fans in YouTube will punish you for this. And I gotta be honest, I don't think Alex has been punished enough, whether it was Lazo or Zaptai. Wonder about the Zaptai situation? Right here. Go check it out. Nick DiOrio is a career and a life that he helped ruin in 2017 with lies. Him and along with, thankfully, a nowhere YouTuber, Deodor Anthony. Another guy Alex stepped over. Okay. Just want to talk to you real quick. You might have noticed, if you watch the main channel, Tommy C's SFTV, we're doing some news, the top stories over there, but we continue to do smaller stories over here. So I said sometimes smaller stories become big stories, and sometimes, we'll do the second tier stories over here. I don't want to overload people on my podcast channel with news notifications, but I promise you, you will be getting notifications over here on a variety of stories that go along the whole spectrum of internet culture. So that's what we're doing. For those that want to be on the news team, a part of Shot from the Point, I am planning a video, and it's going to come out along like this. I'm going to try to talk you out of being a member of Shot from the Point. I need somebody to be able to do some of these videos. That would help me greatly, so I can churn out content a little more. But this may take, unless you're a longtime fan, and earn my trust incredibly quickly. This is probably going to take upwards of a year. It's a volunteer thing only. And there's more bad news. If you can do all that, then you come on in. This is volunteer work. It's not a paying job. If I could do, well, hey, start making me ImAllexx money, get paid. I'll tell you that. So stick around. It's coming. Right here on Shot from the Point News.